Well. Serena Williams has decided to go on and take Ozempic, and people cannot just stand it. They are mad. They felt betrayed that the queen, like the sportswoman, the role model, has succumbed to the drug that promises weight loss, Ozempic, or at least that's what people, especially in the girl world, have been saying around on the internet about Serena Williams. She came forward on an interview with Vogue magazine saying that she has decided to use Ozempic because she has tried everything, and then there came point in her journey to lose weight that she just plateaued and she couldn't go down. So after retiring from the tennis court, she decided to go on Ozempic. I will say that the brand just chosen is like her husband is an investor in the mother company. So yeah, you can call that a little bit shady. I'm not going to blame you if you do so, because I think it's a little shady myself. However, people have been calling her out. Some people saying, like, I saw some people, like, I read an article on The Guardian that they were very disappointed at her. First of all, she, and a little disclaimer before we go into the video. I've selected, today's just one video, but I love how people in the fat acceptance, fat liberation, whatever, talk so much about body autonomy, like, just let me eat whatever I want, just let me do whatever I want with my body. However, when someone decides to do whatever they want with their bodies and take Ozempic, they go on this like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. Like, I feel so betrayed. I think in terms of diet, I think we can all agree that probably Serena have always felt a very strict diet in the sense that she was a high performance athlete. And these are all my theories. My brain is braining. And the thing is that I think there is a misconception that athletes are super, like, in general, like, overall super healthy. And in reality, they're not. I'm talking about professional athletes, because in order to perform at this high level of, like, proficiency, your body, it's gonna take a toll on your body. Like, you're gonna have a lot of injuries. I mean, it's not like R9 today's, like, he's really big. But he said that he can no longer play, like, any soccer match for a long time because his knees already scream, like, please stop, and all of that. But what I think, and again, my brain is braining here, what I think probably happened is that when you are an athlete, because you train a lot, you need to fuel your body, like, a lot. And Serena herself, in an interview, said she's a carb girl. Girl, I'm a carb girl myself, so I can 100% understand you. And when she retired, I think maybe she was struggling with lowering her calorie intake, because you go from a diet where you're eating a lot because you have to, and then I don't think she was just, like, sedentary, but obviously she wasn't training as much, because why would she, right? And she decided to go on Ozempic. I've been crystal clear from day one. I take Mounjaro. I'm on my second month, and it has been very, very helpful. I am going to make a dedicated video on it for my channel, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure you're subscribed. And thank you for the 2 subscribers. Hi, I hope you liked it. And the person who commented on my last video, I'm going to respond to you right after I post this one. But without further ado, let's watch More than Tracy T. I think she was in my last video. Anyway, she comments on, and oh my god, it's the, like, she's so condescending. Okay, you guys are gonna understand what I'm talking about when I show you this, but that's who we're talking about. And all right, am I capturing the audio?
Mask is off. We have officially stopped pretending it's really just about health, and now weight loss drugs are being promoted by an extremely fit, extremely accomplished professional athlete. And I think this is really interesting because as this is...
Okay. I don't think looking good and being healthy are mutually exclusive. Like I said, I don't think Serena Williams herself was unhealthy when it came to her diet. But again, when we're talking about Ozempic, it has helped so many obese people to lose weight. Yes, it has been overprescribed. Sure. Again, I was 230 pounds. Now, I think I'm below. I always have to check this, guys, because because I never know my weight now. And I am 194 pounds now. So it has helped me a lot. But for people that are like, that have diabetes, that are like, there are some people that they really like. I'm trying to go on this journey to like more as a preventative way, because I don't want to get like diabetes, and my dad died from colon cancer, so I have my own personal reasons. But for people that are already sick, it's a great drug, okay? Like, you know, like, change my mind. But let's see what Tracy has to say. Because it's now it was never about health. Like, why are her thoughts so limited? So limited, I'm sorry.
It's happening. I am seeing narratives change about weight loss. Back in the body positivity era, people really just said, I only want to lose weight for health. It's just about health. That's all this is to me. It's not about appearance. It's not shallow. It's not about wanting people to like me.
Again, it's not shallow to want to look good. It's not shallow to want to lose weight for your looks. You have makeup on. Do you think that's shallow? Like, honestly, do you think I'm shallow because I have makeup on, because I have concealer on, because I don't want you guys to think I'm a zombie? Like, if making something to feel better about your looks is shallow, then babes, why don't you come on screen without any makeup on? Why do you have a nose piercing? Like, why? I mean, right? Because according to you, everything we do to our bodies, I mean, if we're following your criteria, wanting to look good is shallow. Like, no, your thoughts are shallow. Okay? Okay, we're 5 minutes in and I'm already triggered. Let's go.
And then we started to see the conversations shift more to accessibility and privilege, and how people started to acknowledge that being thinner means you will get paid more at a job, most likely. It means it's gonna be easier for you to navigate the world, easier to find clothes, and that became a socially acceptable reason to want to lose weight, which
You know what is so crazy to me is that it has become socially acceptable to lose weight. I mean, are we at this point where, like, socially acceptable? And yes, it is true. It is 100% true that when you lose weight, things are way more accessible to you. On my last video that I'll leave it linked here below, there was a girl that she was talking about that when she travels, and it was her. She was the one that made the video. Oh my god. Oh, Tracy, you've been like featured here on my channel 2 times in a row. And she made an entire video about Portugal fat accessibility. How accessible it was for fat people to go to Portugal. So all of these things are true. Then again, it's possible to want more than one thing at the same time. I mean, I want to look better and I want to get like better paid. I want to look better and I want to be able to travel more comfortably. Like, what is the deal with these people? Why can't they see that they are not mutually exclusive?
I definitely think that is reasonable. We live in a fat-phobic world. I get it, especially if you are a level of fat that precludes you from accessing a lot of things. For example, gender-affirming care.
You are not that level of fat. So for you, it's very easy to judge, right?
Like travel, all of that, completely get it. However, that sort of accessibility conversation started to trickle down into pretty privilege. And suddenly, the accessibility people were looking for, and I'm sorry if I sound really judgmental here, was more about like having drink spot for you in a bar, having the door open for you, dating becoming easier, having more dating options. And recently
Look, I'd love if we could live in a world where people did not judge us by our appearances. But that is just not true. That is just not reality. It's not. You know, like, it's not. And I hate when people romanticize struggles. You know, like, you have to struggle to be worth it. Why? You know, like, why? You know? If I have something in my at my advantage, why shouldn't I use it, right? If I see that what's keeping me from maybe getting a job promotion, maybe it's, and unfortunately, it should not be this way. You know, like, but meritocracy is just like BS. It doesn't exist, right? I mean, there are a lot of things that go around it. It shouldn't be this way. And I agree with you. Like, you should be judged, especially like in a professional matter, you should be judged solely on your professional skills. But that's just not how it happens. Like, that's why I think that show Love is Blind. And again, I'm going on a tangent. Guys, if you are new here, I love tangents. But that's why I think that show, like Love is Blind, is so like, I want to see it put like fat people there. Not conventionally attractive people there, and see if love is truly blind, because love is not blind at all. Remember that guy that thought he was marrying Megan Fox, and when he saw her, he was like, that's not what I signed up for. Yeah, we all remember that fiasco. But so that's not the world is. And I wish it was like this beautiful place where our looks didn't matter and we could just like rely on our skills and knowledge, but that's not how it is. And I don't see why you have a problem with people going after what they want and seeking better opportunities. And then again, you might kill two birds with one stone. You know, like, not only am I unhealthy, but now I can actually you know, like, look good and healthy and at a good body weight. Just a reminder. And even like the Vogue article that Serena Williams like gave an interview, like, there are no drugs that will make you keep the weight off, that will give you muscle. I mean, you can go through the steroids route, but even then you'd have to work out. But you even when you're taking Ozempic, you have to change your habits, you have to change your diet. Otherwise, when you go off of it, your weight will just like go back again, because if you go back to your old habits. But continuing.
I saw somebody explicitly make this argument that they were like, I'm on a GLP-1 because I want to lose weight to make my dating life easier so that I have more options of partners than people who are specifically attracted to plus size people or people who settled for me as a plus size person, whatever. So I think it's really interesting that we're now at a place where it's socially acceptable to say, I want to lose weight so that people will like me, so that men will like me. Because I think we're in a very hopeless moment and everyone's kind of given up on changing society.
I think, personal opinion, dating app have fucked up dating life, right? Because before you'd approach, but even then, for a man to approach you, he'd have to like you, like physically speaking. But I guess now for like fat people, it's gotten harder. But if you are relying solely on your looks to get a date, then maybe it's easy. But to have a second date and a third date and a relationship, girl, let me tell you something. You're not going to be very successful, okay? You need to have a personality as well. So, but again, I think for me, the most magnetic women are not necessarily the most beautiful ones, but the most confident ones. And maybe if losing weight's gonna make you feel confident, again, why the fuck not?
There were a lot of flaws with the body positivity movement. We all kind of realized that, I think. And ultimately, fat phobia was not defeated. So I think a lot of people are just like, well, even if it's not for health, even if it's not for accessibility, even if it's just because what I want to access is confidence, and what it'll take to access confidence is being smaller and more socially acceptable and getting more praise from the outside.
Fair.
Then that has become okay, because everything feels so hopeless and we're in such a...
That has become okay. This was always okay. Men and women have been doing this. And I think like right now we've seen like a rise in like the cosmetic market for men. Men are getting hair implants. Men are doing like facelifts, and men are using skincare. We are taking better care of ourselves. Like people are wearing more sunscreen because they're worried about not just like cancer, but aging as well. So we've never talked so much about nutrition. And yes, we have a lot of BS being spread out on the internet. Oh my God. Wait a second, guys. I have literally been able to disconnect my monitor from like moving my feet. I need to do something about the cables. But anyways, let's continue because I forgot what I was talking about.
A dog-eat-dog world that I think people are just now finally full mask off. I think being thinner is better and looks better, and I want to be a thinner person so that I can access the treatment thinner people get. I want to be loved. People are finally just being like, I'm getting...
You know what? It's amazing. Water is wet. The sky is blue. I mean, I'm not saying fat people are ugly. Actually, there are a lot of fat women that are gorgeous. Like I have a coworker, she's fat and she is so stylish. She's so gorgeous. And even she has a lot to say about the fat acceptance movement, how she have you noticed how these people that are into this movement have only gained weight? And she started on her own little health journey. And she's very beautiful. But I don't know. And that's the thing. I think before people were afraid to be more open, because I think this has never stopped. People have never stopped wanting to lose weight. And maybe when she says like the masks are finally, like slipping, I don't think it's the masks are slipping. I think it's just that now, like, people don't fear the backlash, because whenever someone would talk about their weight loss journey, post before and after, it would be like a slew of like backlash, because you can't do this because this is fat phobic and X, Y, and Z. And I think people were literally like not ashamed but scared. And now it's like I will agree that we're having a comeback with the maybe some unhealthy beauty standards, like being very, very skinny, and I do not think that's healthy. Okay. But however, I don't think that even at the peak of body positivity, people were not trying to lose weight because of how they looked. That is just like a fallacy. That's a lie.
Thinner because I want to be loved, and no one will love me if I look like this. And you know what? As someone who has always been fat and probably always will be.
Why? You don't have to always be fat. You can use Ozempic. You can have a bariatric surgery. You can go on a diet. You can change your lifestyle. Maybe you will never be Gisele Bündchen, but you don't always have to be fat. And I think a problem with these people is that they have this persona online of these people that are, no, I will never lose weight because blah, blah, blah. And then they are not, let me see how many followers she has, but that they're not, like, even if they want to lose weight, she can, because then she will basically betray her entire audience if she says that she wants to lose weight. And I think that's the trap. She's got like 56,000 followers, and I think her whole platform is about like weight and plus size hauls and all of that. So she's garnered like 56,000 for TikTok. That might not seem a lot, but if you think about it, y'all, like getting like followers on social media, it's not an easy thing. But again, you don't always have to be fat.
It's hard to see that, how many people believe that they cannot be loved if they look like me. And
it's not that they cannot be loved. Love is that for them is harder. You are loved, probably, like you've had a relationship, I suppose, in your life. You have felt loved, like you have friends, you are loved. But I'd be like lying if I said that, according again to our beauty standards, yeah, women with slimmer bodies have an easier time.
It's hard to see, partly in the way that I feel sorry for them, and partly in the way that it makes me question everything in my life, because if everybody is so certain that it is
that it's like, I feel so sorry for them, because I'm such, like, I have evolved spiritually so much that I don't need that. Like, I don't need people's approval, because I am evolved. I have evolved. I'm past society's standard. That's why I have makeup and mascara and concealer and blush on. But my weight, I would never. Bitch, please.
Possible to have a good life while fat. I'm like looking around and I'm like, my life must be horrible, and I don't even know.
It is possible to have a good life being fat. It's just, it's very likely that this life will be shorter if you were not. And again, I talked about this in my last video. If you have if you have made a risk assessment and you are truthful with yourself, just like a smoker, they know what cigarettes do to your body and they choose to smoke anyway. Their bodies, they can do whatever they want. But coming with this whole discourse that science is fat phobic, not in this house.
Know it because I've never experienced anything else. You know what I mean? And that's how it trickles down. And that's how it kind of will get into your head. And you know what? You can do whatever you want to do, and I hate that I have to give that caveat because as I wrote on my Substack recently, I think that caveat is sort of a fatphobic dog whistle that we all have to make sure that bodily autonomy is still here. Like, guys, I'm not telling you not to lose weight. You don't have to do anything a stranger on the internet says, by the way. People on the internet tell me to do all kinds of crazy shit, and I don't want to, so I don't. You don't have to do anything anyone's telling you, and no criticism of what you are doing means you have to stop doing it. You are your own person, and I should not have to make that caveat, but I do apparently. Anyway, it's just kind of a...
Then why are you making a fucking 5-minute video talking about it? You know, it should be a 10-second video. Serena Williams is on Ozempic. Her body, her choice. Bye. I mean, is that hard to understand? I mean, what am I missing here, y'all?
A watershed moment, I think, the Serena Williams thing, because it's become abundantly clear that people just want to be attractive and accepted. And is there anything wrong with that?
Oh my God, no. Again, that's my problem with it. This is exactly my problem. Okay? People do get health problems from being overweight. That's a reality. That's a reality, okay? And maybe has it ever crossed your mind that they are looking out for themselves and how they want to be in the future? Like some women, they want to have kids and they can't because they're fat. Okay, if a woman is fat and gets pregnant, you know, like that's like the risks of this pregnancy go like up the roof. And for you to say that the sole reason people are losing weight is because they want to look better, it is so like so limited. Maybe if you get out of your bubble a little bit, maybe if you were not so judgmental, maybe if you were not trying to get on your high horse here and tell the world how you will not crumble into society's like beauty standards, you might actually see that these people are trying, many people actually are trying to lose weight because they want a better life. Not just to look good. Look good is just one aspect. And self-esteem is so important for you to do things in your life in general. You know, like to go for their promotion, to you know, like take more chances. And you're just like being so like, oh no, it's all about weight. It's all about appearances. No, it's not. Like, no. Oh.
It's very human. No, there's not. But it also constitutes giving up, I think. I think it constitutes giving up on making a better world where muscular women aren't shamed and told they're too manly.
Okay. Like, why are we bringing muscular women into the conversation? Like, no one's talking about muscular women. And I think that, let me be pretty clear. Again, I think your conversation is very like your tiny, tiny, tiny bubble right here. It's right here in your tiny bubble. It's giving up. Giving up on what? What about giving themselves a chance to move better? To not have to. Do you know what dialysis is? Do you know like how hard it is a life of a person that needs to do dialysis? Because like, do you know that people have to amputate their limbs because of diabetes? Imagine going into a clinic and you have to filter your blood, I don't know, ever so often because your kidneys can no longer do that for yourself because of your eating habits. Has that ever crossed your mind? Ever? Imagine like having, like, even during the pandemic, fat people were at a higher risk. So you simply like, you're just gonna ignore all of that and just like put everyone in one category. Everyone is here because they want to, like, they have given up. They have abandoned us. First of all, it's not a war. And it's like, imagine like if a person, I don't want to be a bodybuilder anymore. No, you're not taking steroids anymore. You are abandoning us. You are giving up on the movement. Like, girl, got a hold of yourself.
It gives up on a better world where people are able to access healthcare because we do trials on fat people. And you know what I mean? Like, I need an emergency.
Again, fully on board. I think healthcare should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their like pre-existing conditions, if they're fat, whatever. I mean, I'm on you 100%. And I do believe that, I mean, women were not subject to research until I think the 1990s. Yeah, I think they should probably consider like Plan B pill. It's not, it doesn't work for people above a certain weight. And considering that over 70% of the American population is overweight, so yes, I think you should definitely be doing more studies for fat people in order to give them a better health treatment if when they get sick. You know, like women that are sexually active above a certain weight should be able to have a Plan B over-the-counter medication in case something happens. 100% with you on that. But then again, that has nothing to do with Serena Williams taking Ozempic and people wanting to lose weight. I don't know. I fail to see the connection here.
Contraception recently. Fuck, this is vulnerable, and I couldn't get it because I'm fat. So I'm just
okay, guys. I just seen like the beginning of this of this video. I didn't know she was just going to talk about like contraceptives. Like, swear to God.
And if that was available to me, if they worked on solutions that worked for more body sizes instead of just telling.
And again, you go and you say, and the doctor tells you, you can't have it because you're overweight. And the first thing you think of is, I'm going to go online and talk about Serena Williams going on Ozempic. Instead of reevaluating, like, again, you don't have to be a supermodel. But if you're not taking a medication, I don't know why you want to take birth control. And it's none of my business either. But imagine a person that has like endometriosis or something that they need birth control and they can't have it because they're overweight. I mean, and you're telling me that this person decides to take Ozempic and lose weight, it's giving up? Like, you should be thinking like, again, in a beautiful and perfect world, we would have that available, especially because we are seeing an increase in obesity. Like, I think pretty much everywhere in the world. Like, just like in Brazil, 60% of adults are like overweight. 31% are obese. 75% is they estimate that by 2044, 75% are going to be overweight. But like in that limit, like chubby, I think we can call it that. And 13% of kids between 5 and 7 are obese. Not overweight, obese. So yes, I do think we should have more, because the reality is like obesity will probably always exist. And again, I think you should have a fair health care treatment for your obesity. Sure.
Telling you to change, so you deserve it. We could have had a better world, but right now nothing about this world feels good, nothing feels better, nothing feels like it's ever going to be, and I feel like that is a huge part of why we are where we are. And people like even fucking Serena Williams, who is in an extreme position of power, are wanting to be smaller just so they will be liked or accepted.
Did she just say that the GOAT, one of the most accomplished athletes in the world, who's married, has 2 kids, has broken records in her entire life, is taking Ozempic because she wants to be accepted, loved? Oh my God. The delusion. It's a delusion for me. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking telling me that Serena Williams wants to lose weight because she wants to... Who is not accepting Serena Williams, please? Who is like, Serena, no. She's overweight. Like, who? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Serena Williams is not like us mere mortals. Like, Oprah was fat for a lot of her career, and let me tell you something. I don't think there was never a moment where she didn't feel accepted. Okay, we cannot put ourselves on the same, like shelf. Because like, just the fact that she's Serena Williams, she already has privileges. She said like, I'm doing this for myself because I came to a point where I was working out, I was eating, and I had reached a plateau, and I was not happy with the results. So I decided to take Ozempic. She's doing this. Oh my God, the delusion. Because she wants to be. Oh my God, by you. Who are you in the checkout line, babes? You're nobody. I'm nobody. Do you really think that Serena Williams is taking Ozempic because she wants to be XX? Oh my God. I'm so glad we're like, oh my God. Serena Williams, y'all, is taking Ozempic because she wants to be accepted. A symbol of woman power. And that like women can do anything and everything, wants to be accepted after she's won everything she could in her life. After she's married, she's got 2 kids, she wants to be accepted. Okay, I daydream a lot, but these people, I gotta say,
or viewed as attractive by a larger amount of people.
Maybe by herself. Maybe she wants to look in the mirror and find herself attractive. Again, why do these people think? Because I don't know. I think they're so worried about even though they say otherwise, I think they're so worried about what other people think, what other people do, what other people say. And they project this all the time, that they think that the only reason Serena Williams could ever possibly want to lose weight is so that she would feel more attractive. She would feel more desirable. I think she and her men are fine. I think, and I mean, again, I can.
And it's fucking sad. I'm sorry.
You know what's sad is that, first of all, you're judgmental AF. And I am judgmental too, but I'm not trying to come here in with whole speech prepared to say, no, I'm not. I'm so much better because I don't bend to the rules of society. I am judgmental. I love gossip, tell me a gossip and I'd love to talk about it, and again, when you put yourself online, whatever you are putting yourself out there, I mean, there's some things that come with the territory. But the fact that you went from Serena Williams wanting to lose weight to people to now being accepted to lose weight, because now you can no longer go with your mobs and attack the person that is open about it, because again, that has never stopped being a thing. To say that Serena Williams wants to be accepted. To say that people are giving up, girl, guys, it's 12:30. I have to have lunch because I got to go to work in a bit. But let me tell you something. I had insomnia last night, and I did not know that watching a video, it's what I needed to give me anger to just I feel sorry for my students in the afternoon. They are gonna suffer, and it's all your fault, Miss Tracy. But anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. And I would love to have you guys in my next video, probably at the end of the week. I don't know, but thank you so much if you have stayed around, thank you so much for being patient and listening to me rumble for almost an hour. Okay, y'all, have a great week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.